Hi and welcome to Forward 40 TV. I am Judette, and I know I did already a moisturizing and skincare routine, but I wanted to sort of isolate my nighttime routine and show you how I prep my skin for moisturizing and for going to bed, because it's so important during the rejuvenation process while you sleep that your face is fully moisturized. And I can't emphasize the benefits of having great skin for your makeup going on easily, and of course to have a lot of confidence even when you don't have on makeup, as I do at this point. Of course I have a little bit of lipstick and I don't want to appear completely naked, my face completely naked, so I have a bit of lipstick on, but other than that I just took off all my makeup, so I'm completely barefaced. And yeah, I'm going to show you my moisturizing routine right after this. See you soon. So I actually picked up a bottle of this detox overnight oil when I was in the supermarket. I was searching for my regular Clarins brand and I didn't find it. So it was this detox oil that caught my eye, and when I smelled it, it smelled terrific. And since I've been using it, I've noticed a huge improvement in just the texture and sort of the tone of my skin. And so when I went to Paris, it's actually a Parisian brand, and when I went to Paris I picked up the entire line. So I now have not just the detox oil but also the moisturizer and the serum, and together I think they're responsible for the healthy condition that my skin is in. So one of the first things that I do when I am doing my nighttime routine is that I use this detox oil, and the aroma is simply like amazing. So typically what I do is I put 6 drops in my hand, in the palm of my hand, and I will just put my 2 hands together with my 2 hands and I pat it into my face. But oh my god, sometimes you just have to stop and you just have to smell, you know. And I'm a big advocate for massaging your skin or massaging the skin. So I usually, just after patting it onto my skin, I am going to just take my hands and I am going to just gently sweep across my cheekbone into fully my cheek. Again, I have some on the palm of my hand, and I never neglect my chin area or my neck, because I also consider the neck to be part of my face. Because of course hair too ages as well, so you want to make sure that hair is also moisturized and taken care of. And then I will go to my forehead and I will just sweep using sweeping motions, because I still have a lot of it on the palm of my hands. I'm going to use sweeping motions. I'm going to go to the temple and just bring this in. Again, my nighttime moisturizing routine usually takes about 15 to 20 minutes. I'm really careful, and this is every single night. I don't skip a beat with it. And I was telling my friend, you know, the reason why I place so much importance on it is because I go without makeup a lot, like perhaps every single day except when I'm shooting, and I really want to be confident when I'm not wearing makeup. So I take a lot of time. And also I think, you know, moisturizing your skin is part of the whole self-care, self-love that I so promote, because I think when you touch your skin and you take time to be with yourself and you see your face in the mirror and you massage your skin, I think it's one of the most beautiful moments, at least in my day. And I think if you tried it, you'll feel the same way. So now that the detox oil is in my skin, and you noticed I didn't spend too much time around my eye, because I'm actually going to use another product, and it's another oil. It's actually pure just vitamin E oil, and I would take just a dab of it. This is not the bottle that my vitamin E oil comes in. I actually just emptied the bottle and used it. But I bought some vitamin E oil from Whole Foods when I was in New York. And so what I would do is I would take my index finger, I think these are index fingers, and I would just pat under my eye and into my laugh lines, and I'm just going to keep patting. And what I do is I can take all 3 of my fingers and just pat it in. I never ever do this. I'm going to just demonstrate what I never do, because I literally never do this. I never do that because I think that, and you know, again, this is my routine, so I'm not sure if it will work for you, but my belief is that by doing this to your eyes, you are actually dragging the most sensitive skin on your face. And so I really believe in just being gentle around the eye and just patting the oil into your eye and into your glorious laugh lines and extending it out from your laugh lines to the temple of your hair. And again, using my fingers, I'm just going to tap, 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 tap until it is all soaked in. And again, I'm going to extend that vitamin E oil up, and I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to put it around. And if you're wearing eyelashes as well, you don't want to get a lot of oil in them. So that's why using your fingers are really important, because you can actually control the way the moisturizer goes on. All right, I'm just going to take everything and just, it'll be a little bit more kind of aggressive aggressive with my hands, because all the oils are in. And there you go. Already my skin is starting to feel just soft after a really long day. We began shooting at 8 o'clock this morning, and it's now approaching 6 o'clock. And after a hard day of shooting and taking off my makeup, my skin begins to feel alive, like it's mine, the third step that I do is I take the serum. And again, I never used to be a big believer in the continuity of a line. So I would have the moisturizer from one brand and the face cleanser from another, and the serum from another brand. But what I've found since I've started using this particular brand from France, and you can buy it, it's actually a pharmacy brand. The French actually believe in just great skincare, and lots of their best brands can be found in the pharmacy, and it's not super expensive. But the thing about it is that once I got the detox oil, and when I went to Paris, I said, you know, I'm going to pick up the serum, and it's really made quite a difference having the continuity or the consistency of all the brands, all the products you use from the same line. Now this comes in a you know, the tube that when you squeeze it, it comes out from the bottom. But the syringe, I was looking for the word, but I find that the serum to be so thick that it doesn't properly squeeze. So you can see that, can't you? So what I do is I just dip it in, and again I put it into my hands, and I will dip another and put it into my hands. And the serum, again, I'm patting it in and using the same sort of motion. I am going to just make sure that it soaks into the skin. Now, one of the things that I love about this is that I feel as if I am layering all sorts of goodness into my skin. I feel as if that the moisturizing that I'm doing and the massaging that I'm doing is really soaking up all the products, and it's not just sitting on the surface of my skin. Again, using the same motions, and don't you dare forget your nose. Again, I have very normal skin. I don't have much of a T-zone where there is oil secreting from my forehead or my nose or my chin. So I feel as if by layering all these different moisturizers on, that I'm really just giving my skin the life that it needs. Oh, if you could smell this, you would feel like, you would know why this is such an important part of my day. Just sitting here in my dressing room, where my sinks are located, and my big mirror, and just sitting here and just you know, thinking of my day and thinking positive thoughts before I go to bed, and just seeing my skin being transformed. One of the things about using so many different, well, I mean, layering your moisturizers and your creams during the nighttime is that you don't need a lot of products, because once you start to layer, you can start to build. and once you start to build, it means that you don't need a lot. So a little goes a long way, because you're putting smooth upon smooth upon smooth. And so the last thing that I do is, after using my detox oil, my vitamin E oil around my eyes, as well as my my serum, the last thing is my nighttime moisturizer. And again, it's from the same Parisian brand, and this actually is one of the most firm textured moisturizers that I have used. Usually I don't think it glides on. It's a little bit heavily textured, and I guess it's for the nights, and that's the reason why. But because I've layered so much of my oils and my serum, I don't feel that I need a whole lot. So I would take just like this, maybe even just a little less. Put it into the palm of my hands, and again, there's so much slip on my skin because I've done so much to it in terms of, moisturizing. Again, here we go at the neck. I'm gonna sweep upwards. That's one thing I never do. You will never see me doing this, because I just believe that the skin needs to be, it needs to massaged upwards. I think by doing it down, it sort of drags down the face, and somehow I think it will create all the frowns or the jowls that we don't like. So I'm always doing sweeping motions upwards. And again, remember, my eyes are fully moisturized, but I'm just going to take a tap and moisturize around my eyes. And again, now that everything is in, I'm going to be a little bit more firm in making sure that it all soaks in. I'm paying attention to my forehead. You can see my massage video. I'm going to put the link below so you can see what some of my longer skincare routine is, what they're all about. And I'm coming into my forehead and I'm massaging. A lot of the tension gets dissipated, or disappears, I should say, when I do this. Sometimes a lot of the tension remains right here, and I just use my fingers during my moisturizing routine to just take that all away. And there you go. I feel as if my skin has a glow, and I know it probably looks oily but when I go to bed and I get up, I find that my skin looks fresh, that it doesn't have creases, that it doesn't look terribly aged. I know I'm aging, but I want to take aging in stride, and most of all, I think that it looks healthy, and it reflects a woman who accepts that she's aging, but also finds that there is beauty in aging. So that's my moisturizing routine. I hope you found it helpful. Tell me what products you use. Tell me in the comment box below what your nighttime routine looks like, what products you use, what difference is it making in your skin. Hope you subscribe, share the love, share us on Instagram, on Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, please. We are one of the few, if not the only YouTube or video-based blog that is sort of addressing the needs of women as we age, because we believe that women can grow more beautiful and more successful as they age. See you next time. Mwah. I love you all. Bye.